Hello and welcome to the L2 L3 certification demo scoring overview. In this particular video, we are going to look at an L2 demo. My name is Jeff Carter and I'm your host for the video. I have been in Beijing for about 2 months, have been involved with the mock class team for the last 6 months, and have been involved with all kinds of education around the globe for the last 2 decades. So I want to take you through a few things about how we've set this up. The demo and the trial class are scored separately. There are specific elements from the rubric that will be used for each of those. I'll walk you through that shortly. And the teacher must actually pass both to become certified. So what do I mean by certain elements? So here you see in the spreadsheet, you'll actually do the scoring on a Google form. In the spreadsheet, you see the various components of or elements of the rubric as it is now. The parts in yellow are what we will use to score the trial class. The parts in blue are what we will use to score the demo class. And obviously you see there are some areas of overlap. So what we are going to do is I'm going to go to my demo sheet and we are going to watch the video together. I know you've already seen this demo and have scored it. So now I'm going to walk you through how those of us at head office have scored it and some of the thinking behind it. A couple things to keep in mind here. Because we're using a little bit different system called Screencastify, the teacher cannot actually annotate on the screen. Okay, they can mouse over, but they can't annotate on the screen. So don't take points off for not being able to demonstrate in that sense. And realize that these are teachers. They have gone through the mock process. They have been doing trial class. Now we're trying to see if they are ready for major course. Okay, so let's get started.
My name is Teacher Alyssa. What is your name? Hi, Jackie. Okay, Jackie, let's learn about colors today. Okay, what are we going to learn about first? Jackie, when you do a good job today, you'll get a sticker. Yeah, you'll start with a blue sticker. Okay, great job so far. Red and yellow, green and blue, green and blue, green and blue, red and yellow, green and blue, orange, black, and white. Yeah.
Okay, so a couple of quick comments here as someone who's done about 200, 250 TBDs myself. Um, so yes, so obviously a lot of energy, a lot of TPR. However, there was a couple of interesting things. What is supposed to happen during a demo is the teacher is supposed to try and take into account how they think a student of this level, L2, would respond. So a few things in just the introduction here. Yes, she introduced herself, but there was no real rapport questions or not too many, right? It was just, what's your name? And then jumped right in. And then even going through this song, as you know, if you've taught L2 or if you've done TBDs of L2 or mocks of L2, quite often an L2 student needs this chunked or broken down into little pieces. So there wasn't any thought put into how this might be. So part of what we're looking for in these demos
Great singing, Jackie. Give me a
is
high
how
five.
much the teacher might be able to understand the level by where they
Jackie, what
think there
do
would
you
make some
see? What do you
mistakes or might
see?
need some extra support.
Oh, carrots. Carrots. Yeah, great job. Hmm. Carrots
So we know
are
there's lots of props.
orange.
We
And
know
what do
there's
you see here?
a fair amount of energy to date
Hmm.
so far. I don't think it's
I
going to change,
see
but we can always come back and change it later.
broccoli.
Same with
Broccoli.
TPR. Seems like there's
Yeah.
lots. We can always come back and
What
change later.
color is broccoli? Oh, it's green. Green. Broccoli is green.
So waiting for the
Yes,
response.
great job. Carrots are orange.
One quick other thing for you to keep in mind as someone who's done a lot of mock classes is try and think to yourself as you're watching these demos, if this was a mock class situation and this teacher was doing these kinds of actions or strategies, would you, as the student, respond? So that's one way to sort of put this into context. If something goes through too fast for what you think an L2 student would respond with, then you need to grade it accordingly.
Broccoli is green. Yes, great job, Jackie. You get a sticker.
Okay, so we've got our
Good
second reward
job.
within a few
You
slides.
have
Very good.
2 stickers. Show. 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 Good. This boy shows us a book.
So very good demonstration.
Yes, great
We're also
job.
gonna, there's lots of energy. I doubt
Shows.
it's gonna change, but we can come back and change it
Shows.
later.
Good. I show you a zebra. I show you a lion.
Okay, so now we're actually getting into a little bit of
Good
extension
job,
because we're
Jackie.
talking into some different animals that are not
I
part of the slides.
show you show.
Good explanation here, allowing for response. Not allowing for much
He
correction, but allowing for response.
shows.
But a good explanation
S.
of how
He shows.
of the S here.
Good. We show. Good. They show. Yes, great job, Jackie. Give me a high five. Okay, we're gonna blend some sounds together, Jackie.
Now the speaking
What
speed
sound does this letter make? What
is a
sound?
little fast for an L2.
It makes a ha 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 sound.
Oh,
Ha
and
ha ha.
now we're getting into a little bit
Good.
of phonetic issues.
Huh? Im. Him.
It's not ha-im, it's im, right? So we are
Good.
getting into some
Him.
phonetics issues, so we can maybe
Good
look at a
job.
little bit of issues around the mastery of
What
language.
sound does this letter right here make? Good try. Ruh, 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 ruh. Ruh, im, rim. Huh, im, him. Ruh, im, rim.
So speaking speed is a little fast.
Yes, great job.
There is maybe a tad of incidental language starting to come in here.
Jackie, draw a line. Draw a line.
So at least she
to
is
make
using
the
her mouse
word
to try and,
Tim. Tim. Draw a line.
mind
Tim.
you, is not spelling out the word.
Oh, so close. That says Tam.
Well, that's pretty
Try
interesting how she
im.
saw that there was a mistake and tried to
Tim.
rearrange it.
Tim. Yeah, that's it. Good job, Jackie. High five. You get another sticker.
Oh, third reward.
Jackie, what color is the sticker? It's green. Yeah, great job. Okay, Jackie, here are our sight words. We're going to have a sight word challenge.
So we're progressing through this
Read these
pretty
words.
good, maybe even a little too fast, but thus far all of the content is being covered.
Yeah,
Now, if you're
good
like me,
job.
when you do TPRs,
Close.
you do
This word
make a
is
few comments
run.
or a few
Run.
assumptions as you're going through with your score
Yeah, now
before
let's
you
read them
actually
really fast together like this.
put the final input
Play
in, right?
1, 2, 3.
And this is sort of a fun piece that she's
Play
doing.
1, 2, 3. Play 1, 2, 3.
The reward seems to be
Now
constant
you try by
throughout, but
yourself.
we will come back
Read
and
them really
revisit that in
fast.
case it doesn't overall at
Play
the end.
1, 2, 3.
Overall, though we're still not at the end, but
Yeah,
thus
good
far,
job,
overall, if
Jackie.
I had this
Can you
teacher,
make
I
a
would probably
sentence
be quite
using the word
engaged.
to? Like this. I
Now, if
have
you're like me,
2 books.
so it's good she's extending and doing the
What
sentences
do you
here.
have?
What's really interesting, though, is
try.
we're
You
almost
can
through
say,
this, and we're only at
I
6.5
have
minutes
2
of what is supposed to be a
eyes.
10-minute demo.
I have 2 eyes. Yeah, great job, Jackie. Jackie, what colors do you see? What colors?
So a good extension here of this
What
as well.
color is this? Yeah, orange. Good job. What color are the flowers? The flowers. Yes, they're
Again, good extension
yellow.
of
Great
this.
job, yellow.
Talking about the
Jackie,
colors, the flowers
what
is very good.
color do you like? What color do you like?
Asking her about the
Oh,
colors
good
she
job,
liked.
orange. Me too.
So we're almost at the
I
end and we're not even at 8
like
minutes. So we pretty much
I
know we're going to
like
have some issues
blue.
about accurate pacing.
Blue.
Matter of fact, we're probably going to need to go
Good
with a 0 on
job.
this. And now
Okay,
we're back to
Jackie,
the
let's
end
sing the
here.
goodbye song. It goes like this. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Brother John.
So because of the beginning, though it's a good ending,
Brother John.
because there wasn't much rapport in the beginning, we're going to give a
Bells
1.
are
And then there
ringing.
was some discussion about
Bells are
the
ringing.
planned lesson,
Ding,
because
ding, dong.
though some thought was put
Ding,
into it, obviously
dong.
there was a lot of props and
Good
stuff. A
job,
lot of people are saying
Jackie.
a 3,
You get one
but
more
yet the
sticker.
fact that we are
Yeah,
down
great job. You
to
got 1, 2, 3, 4 stickers today.
just about
Give me a
8.5
high
minutes, so a
five.
minute
You
and a
did
half
such a
less,
great job.
means that the planning
Okay,
wasn't that
Jackie,
great.
I'll see you next time. There is
So
broccoli.
sorry, so some would give it a 3, some would give it a 2. There was some discussion around that here. So just to give you a bit of an idea. And so here we have, oh yes, certainly did do a fair amount of extension throughout. So this is how at head office we've pretty much scored this. You can compare this again to your own scores and see how you did in terms of some of the comments. And we'll be back in a bit with the other L3 video. Thank you.